Welcome to this YouTube channel. In this video we are going to talk about top 10 upcoming games 2021. So before starting this video, like this video, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for future updates. There are so many fantastic new games for 2021 and beyond to get excited about. With the arrival of the next generation consoles, you can forward to plenty of future releases coming to the Xbox Series 10 and PS5, as well as the PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. So make sure to add these new games, as well as those upcoming Xbox Series X games, and upcoming PS5 games to add to your wishlist. Across all platforms, there are oodles of noteworthy games heading to PC and consoles in 2021. From big RPGs to artistic indies and much more besides, there's sure to be something here for you. In this video, you'll find everything worth waiting for, on every platform, in 2021 and beyond. Number 10. Hitman 3. Platforms: PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series 10, PC release date, January 20, 2021. Agent 47 is returning in Hitman 3, and he'll be getting stuck into his assassination contracts on both next-gen and current-gen consoles. In what is set to be a dramatic conclusion, the world of the Assassination trilogy, where players carry out missions around the world in different, sandbox locations, Agent 47 is said to carry out his most intimate, professional contract of his career. IO Interactive also revealed the start of the game will take place in Dubai. The game was announced on the 11th of June 2020 at the PlayStation 5 reveal event. Developers have said that the game will be a lot more mature, serious and darker than previous installments in the trilogy. IO Interactive will self-publish the game, when it releases on the 20th of January 2021 for Windows via Epic Games Store, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series 10, S, and streaming service Stadia. It will also be available on Nintendo Switch in the form of a cloud-based game. This marks the first time a Hitman game was released for a Nintendo platform, in almost 19 years. The last game to be released was a port of Hitman 2, Silent Assassin for the GameCube in 2003. Number 9. The Medium. Platforms: Xbox Series 10, PC release date, January 28, 2021. Layers of Fear and Blair Witch developer Bloober Team are bringing you another helping of horror with the upcoming release of The Medium. In this psychological horror, you'll travel through what Bloober calls the dual reality of both the real world and the spiritual at the same time. With the screen split between the two realities, you'll use your psychic powers to solve puzzles and uncover dark and disturbing secrets. If you enjoy mysteries and horror, this might just be what you're after. The Medium is developed by Bloober Team, who came up with the idea in 2012. Bloober meant to enhance the immersion by changing the traditional perspective from first to third person, and taking advantage of Xbox Series 10's background streaming. They modeled the supernatural setting after Zdzisław Beksinski's dystopian surrealist artwork. Lead designer Wojciech Pajko said the Medium imparts the message. Composers Arkadiusz Rakowski and Akira Yamaoka were tasked with scoring the physical and spiritual plane, respectively. Using synthesizer and analog sounds, Rakowski likened his approach to that of Stranger Things and Chernobyl. Yamaoka worked on the Silent Hill franchise, which inspired the game, including its fixed camera angles. He was persuaded to take on the music when Pajko gave him a gameplay demonstration. Singer Mary Elizabeth McGlynn, also of Silent Hill fame, will contribute vocals. Troy Baker voices the primary antagonist, known as the Maw, for whom another actor performed the motion capture on stilts. Number 8. Little Nightmares 2. Platforms: PC, Xbox One, PS4, Nintendo Switch release date, February 11, 2021. Yes, Little Nightmares is getting a sequel and Six is back, but this time you'll be playing as new character Mano, who journeys through the world with Six as his guide. The world is apparently rotten from the inside and Six is fading. Together, you'll have to venture through creepy woodlands and unsettling schools to reach a signal tower and try to find what is spreading evil to TV screens. The game takes place sometime after Six escapes from the Maw. She meets Mano, a boy wearing a brown paper bag as a mask, and must work with him to navigate through a decaying metropolis called the Pale City, which is inhabited by deformed, television-addicted citizens, and to reach the signal tower, which is controlled by the mysterious Thin Man, who was previously seen in a TV screen, at the end of the Secrets of the Maw DLC, who has influenced the city's populace with his transmissions. Locations found throughout the Pale City include the wilderness, the school, the hospital, and the signal tower. There will also be new enemies and other characters to be discovered, such as the Hunter, who Mano rescues 6 from at the start of the game, the Teacher, the Students, the Patients, the Living Hands, the Ghost, the Doctor, the Viewers, and the Thin Man himself. Number 7. Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time Remake. Platforms: PS4, Xbox One, PC. Release date: March 18, 2021. Ubisoft is bringing back one of the PS2, Xbox, GameCube era's most memorable titles with a fresh remake of Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time. It might sound surprising for a studio that's been around so long, but this marks Ubisoft's first full-fledged remake, distinct from other titles they've simply remastered for newer hardware. That said, the Sands of Time remake is pretty darn faithful to the original, just with modern graphics and gameplay. Upon release, it received critical acclaim, was nominated for, and won numerous awards, and has been recognized by many as one of the greatest video games of all time. Sales of the title were initially slow, but it eventually became a commercial success. Its success prompted the development of a sequel, Prince of Persia: Warrior Within, which was released in November 2004. Further games set in the Sands of Time continuity have been developed, and it is generally cited as the reason for the Prince of Persia series' return to fame. As of 2014, the game has sold over 14 million copies worldwide, across all platforms. Number 6. Returnal. Platforms: PS5. Release date: March 19, 2021. The first major PS5 exclusive of the year is also Housemarque's return to the genre, that it made a name for itself with blending its patented arcade, shoot-'em-up style into a story-driven, third-person adventure for Returnal. You play as Celine, an astronaut stuck in a hellish Groundhog Day of sorts, as she endlessly attempts to fight her way out of a recurring death cycle. You know, exactly the kind of light-hearted romp you'd want to see in the spring months with. Number 5. Outriders. Platforms: PC, Xbox One, PS4, PS5, Xbox Series X. Release date: April 1, 2021. A brand new shooter IP from People Can Fly, and published by Square Enix, is Outriders. You play as a member of humanity who has had to flee Earth, and has landed on a planet called Enoch. But an immense storm called the Anomaly forces them back into cryostasis. And yet, when they awake, they all find themselves imbued with ridiculous powers. It's Mass Effect meets Doom, and we are so in. Number 4. Deathloop. Platforms: PS5, timed exclusive, PC. Release date: May 21, 2021. Imagine Groundhog Day, but you're 2 assassins who end up killing each other every day, and then repeat ad nauseum. And then repeat ad nauseum. Well, that's Deathloop. The game takes place in the mysterious Black Reef, in what's described as a time of madness. In development at Arcane Leon, it's clear that our 2 assassins have very different ideas of the current situation. Juliana wants to protect it, while Cole hopes to break free of their never-ending cycle, but what they always do is kill each other. Over and over again. Number 3. Kenna, Bridge of Spirits. Platforms: PS4, PS5, PC, Epic Games Store. Release date: early 2021. This new adventure from developer Ember Lab sees you play as Kenna, a young spirit guide who sets out to find a sacred mountain shrine in an abandoned village populated by trapped spirits. Kenna is also joined by adorable little fuzzy spirits known as the Rot, who we already immediately want a plushie of. Helping you along the way, you can collect the Rot throughout your journey to gain abilities, and alter the environment around you to progress. It certainly gives off some Pikmin vibes and a lot of charm. Number 2. Sable. Platforms: Xbox One, Xbox Series X, PC. Release date: TBC 2021. With a gorgeous art style, an original soundtrack, and an interesting premise, Sable already looks and sounds very promising. From indie developer Shedworks, you play as Sable, who sets out on her gliding, which is said to be a rite of passage that will see you travel across expansive deserts. As you venture through the landscape, you can explore it in whatever way you wish at your own pace. From traveling on your hoverbike, yes, you have a hoverbike, to climbing ruins, or walking on foot, you can solve puzzles and encounter other nomads who might just ask for your help. Number 1. Open Worlds. Platforms: PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, PC. Release date: TBC 2021. Get ready for a road trip with Tess Devine and her mother Opal, as they set out to uncover their family secrets. After discovering notes and letters tucked away in the attic of their home, the mother-daughter duo journeys to visit old abandoned family properties to learn more about their family history. Revisiting memories that each property holds, Open Roads explores the relationship between Tess and Opal and takes them on a journey into the past they'll never forget. From Gone Home and Tacoma developer Fulbright, this notable upcoming adventure features the voice acting talents of Kerry Russell and Caitlin Dever. An open world is a level or game designed as non-linear, open areas with many ways to reach an objective. Some games are designed with both traditional and open world levels. An open world facilitates greater exploration than a series of smaller levels, or a level with more linear challenges. Reviewers have judged the quality of an open world based on whether there are interesting ways for the player to interact with the broader level, when they ignore their main objective. Some games actually use real settings to model an open world, such as New York City. What do you think of our video? For which game are you most excited? Do let us know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go.